The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Greetings.
How do you do?
Greetings.
Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure. Greetings.
Greetings.
How do you do?
Greetings.
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 Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of two known remaining dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called deep roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endren of House Aeducan, the 9th Aeducan ruler elected by the noble assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue, and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lord. You are dressed and ready. Excellent. I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast? Of course, if every other noble has a shield and 3 swords, you'll feel awfully underdressed. One can't take all this marching about and speech-making too seriously. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances. Out and about. I saw them on my way here, browsing the shops. As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Perhaps we should go show them what single combat is really all about. And by we, I mean you. I'll practice my cheering. You remember last year's open proving? It took your father's smith 6 hours to remove my helmet. I'm not meant for single combat. I fight as my lord's second in shield. That's enough for me. Right behind you, my lord. The day is ours until the feast.
I am proud to serve the Aeducan. No, I cannot.
My Lord Balin? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
It seems she's one of your brother Balin's newest, companions. Prince Balin is attending the feast being held in Lord Aeducan's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to... I am sorry. I will show myself out, with your leave, my lord. Thank you. I will go now.
I went to watch the provings. Most exciting.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these celebrations.
Can you hear me now? Hello? Okay. Oh, that's cool. I'm not gonna read all that stuff
Sure, we
again.
can work this out reasonably. It's in the records. There's nothing I can do. Please, Master Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper.
These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney.
I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lord Aeducan, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Aeducan, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
What's going on here?
Worm has written a book that slanders my house. It
What does
doesn't
it say?
matter. It's all lies.
What exactly has he written,
He
Brunton?
says that Volney, the paragon who founded my house, known throughout the world as the greatest of men, was a fraud.
Not precisely. When the Assembly names a paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world. They form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men.
Volney was more than a man.
Get to the point. Why is Brunton so
Volney
angry?
became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the Shaperate and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
The scholars,
Taking his
right?
side? What if he published a book like this about your paragon Aeducan?
Shut up
Do
now,
not order me
Brunton.
about like some low-caste peon. This is not finished.
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lord?
What do you think,
Well,
scholar?
Historically, it has been prudent to eliminate a small threat before it becomes larger.
Hear that, Gorham? Do the prudent thing.
How do you want it done?
Quietly, an accident,
Understood.
preferably.
You've shown yourself more daring and aggressive today than most believed of you. Someday I hope to write of the great exploits you are sure to perform.
Word has been sent. He won't live past the hour.
You've shown House Aeducan a friend to research, history, and the glory of our people.
Carry on with your work,
Of course.
scholar.
I have much to document and organize. Good day, Your Highness. And thank you.
The finest in home decorations!
Ah, my friend. Enjoying the festivities so far?
Quite.
Have you heard about tomorrow's assault?
I've seen Prince Balin Aeducan himself wearing a robe made of something quite similar.
So I pay your exorbitant price, only to end up looking like a poor imitation of Prince Balin. You'll get no coin from me.
But that's not what I... My lord Aeducan, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
Of course, good
Please.
merchant. He currently has really nothing, but I won't.
Trust follow, big brother. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my sibling's second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
Don't speak to Gorham like that.
I speak to lower houses and castes as they should be spoken to. Now do as I say.
Keep barking orders. Balin, you want to jump in here?
I've been dealing with him all afternoon.
What exactly is that supposed to mean, little brother?
Nothing, Trian. I've been having a great time. The speech you gave to the legless boy about hard work and making something of himself was fantastic.
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you, get to the feast.
Kiss my ass, Trian.
I advise you to watch that tongue, dear sibling. Father will not live forever. Come, Balin.
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king.
Perhaps becoming king will calm Trian.
Hope. Perhaps we should get going.
Look at this piece, darling. It rivals
My lord Aeducan, nothing here rivals your amazing Aeducan armor, but if you wish something made...
You know very well House Aeducan has its own royal armorers.
Of course. Forgive me.
Tell me about your pieces.
Highness's legendary prowess is matched only by your kindness.
Tell me about the armor you
the
make.
finest iron ore, and personally oversee the armor's crafting by the most skillful of the smith caste.
Fascinating, thank you.
The honor was nonsense, my lord. You are.
He's got a shield. He's got some dwarven armor. That's about it. Alright.
Be quiet now and pray the ancestors deliver Ranka back safely.
I doubt he's up to the task. I'm not going down that road again.
Oh, I would love to end up with a red head.
Would that Sir Blackstone were noble, hmm? Stand up straight. They're coming.
What have we here? Two handsome, strapping, noble lords. You both look so grand.
And isn't this the man of the hour, the king's son?
Who's your friend, my lord? Another noble from the honored House Aeducan?
This is my loyal second.
But not from a noble house, girls. Sargorum, warrior caste.
Oh, that's too bad. You're quite handsome.
Why do you care if Gorham
They're
is noble?
hunters, my lord. A man takes his caste from his father, and these women hope to bear a noble lord's son. If one is successful, she's raised up to concubine in the noble house to care for her child. It provides new sword arms for the house, and many nobles look favorably on such women.
City girls will sleep with any noble.
Appealing, obviously. A noble from the best house there is. Handsome, too. Are you interested in a bit of bedded diversion?
I'm always interested in bedded
Shall
diversion.
I come to your chambers after the ceremony, then?
I talked to him first. I want him.
He's looking for a woman, Telly, not a little girl. I'm Marty, and I know how to give my lord a night he'll remember.
Do I really have to pick
Oh,
just
my
one?
lord has his energy about him.
There will be no 3 to a bed, if that's what you're thinking. We both require full experiences all to ourselves. If you think you can manage us both, though...
Both of you it
This
is.
should prove most interesting. We will wait for you together, my lord, and show you the proper way to celebrate a princely commission. I can't wait, my lord.
My lord.
You excited about
Yes,
the battle tomorrow?
I yearn to face the Darkspawn and prove my worth as your second.
It will be
May the
spectacular.
stones support us, and the ancestors look down with pride.
Tell me about your
Not
family,
much that you
Gorm.
don't already know. My father's father was a great hero of the Deep Roads excursions and raised the family to the top of the warrior caste. He was even nominated to join the assembly and found a noble house, but the honor was in the nomination. He wasn't afforded a single vote. My father served your father for many years, and now I serve you. As you will.
Invest in the next great trade expedition! Invest in the next great trade expedition!
Greetings, my lord Aeducan. I am so honored to have you visit my booth. I have a proposition, but I dared not approach.
Yet you dare now.
Gorm, try to be more
Very
friendly.
well, then. Speak.
Yes, just so. Here's the thing. What I mean to say is... Sorry.
That's all right.
So nervous. I had a dagger made for you as a gift for your first command. I sent a messenger to deliver the dagger to you. Prince Trian had him thrown out. I don't know what offense he caused, but I had him beaten severely.
Let me see this dagger.
Here it is, your highness.
That's an amazing piece, merchant.
You do me much honor, sir. The blade has been crafted over a period of 2 years by masters of every art. I wish to bless the Lord's first command, and hope that someday, when he rules, he will wear it.
Trian is heir. He will rule when King Endrin returns to the stone.
If the assembly wills it. Forgive me, sir, but whispers say the second child of Endrin will be chosen.
Whispers indeed. It's a princely gift. If Trian recognizes it, though, it may send the wrong message. Or the right one, depending on your view.
This man offends the heir and my house.
Of course,
Kill him.
my lord. That's one less social climber in the world.
This blade's dull. Perhaps I should sharpen it on your spine.
Damn. Oh, looky there. I got the dagger anyways.
Only the freshest food for your noble table.
Lord Aeducan, here in my booth? I am so...
He's fainted. You make quite the impression these days. Is it hard to be the king's child, never able to just blend in?
I am what the ancestors made me.
All? Shall we move along?
You bring great glory to your house, my lord.
Most exotic wares in Orzammar.
My lord, are you heading to the proving arena?
Yes, I intend to watch the
We have
proving.
been charged with the task of escorting you to the proving grounds.
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you were not to travel through the commons unguarded.
Very well, if it will please
Will
my
we
father.
be leaving then? We are at your
Yes.
command.
We're gonna go ahead and get the second in cunning.
Your Highness, it is an honor to have you here. Have you come to watch these brave warriors do battle in your honor?
No, I've come to fight.
Your Highness, this proving is in your honor.
then honor him by doing as he says. My lord Aeducan will fight in this proving.
We'll honor today's warriors by testing their skills.
It is well within your rights. Men and women of Orzammar, we have a late entry to these provings, held on the eve of battle for the honor of House Aeducan. I give you the Lord Aeducan himself. Are you ready for your first match? And let us begin! This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Aeducan. Lord Aeducan will fight Aeler Bimo, youngest son of Lord Bimo.
You honor me with this match.
The honor is mine.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Must fight. Let us do it quickly. Last.
The winner is Lord Aeducan.
Won the first fight, now it's time to check the second fight.
That was quite a fight. Aeler Bimo is no slouch with that hammer. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who is my next opponent?
Helmi, a woman, Your Highness. She's a tenacious fighter.
I'll fight anyone.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Aeducan. Lord Aeducan will fight Adal Helmi, eldest daughter of Lady Helmi.
Honor and glory to your house, Your Highness.
What's up, European Reaper? How you doing, dog? You have a good day today? And to yours, the honor to your house
First
as well.
warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
More enemies ahead! As you say.
The winner is Lord Aeducan.
Great fight. Great, really.
That was a crowd pleaser. Many were waiting to see that woman put in her place. Sir Blackstone is your next opponent. Are you ready to face him? One of the best of the warrior caste. He achieved glory in close combat assault in the deep roads. Then let us begin. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Aeducan. Lord Aeducan will fight Sir Blackstone, Deep Road squad leader of the warrior caste.
This is your education, child.
Try to learn as you move.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Shall be done.
What do you do for work, man? If you don't mind talking about it. Sit down, old man.
Quickly, we must fight! Come, let us end this!
Damn.
The winner is Lord Aeducan.
What part of Europe are you from again?
Well done. You have proven that even the best of the warrior caste cannot match a noble Aeducan. Franlin Ivo is your final opponent. He too has had many victories today. Are you ready to face him, or will you rest first?
Can you tell me about
He
Franlin
is a
Ivo?
decorated fighter who prefers unusual weapons and rarely fights with the same techniques twice.
House Ivo is relatively inconsequential, but Franlin may change that. He's expected to take a full command of his own soon.
Well, let me fight this Franlin Ivo.
Very good. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Aeducan. It is down to just 2 warriors, with backbones of stone and wills of iron. They have defeated all others this day. Lord Aeducan will fight Franlin Ivo, second son of Lord Ivo.
You fight well. I wish you glory today and glory tomorrow.
May you be a
First
stone.
warrior to fall is vanquished. The victor.
I know where
champion.
Ecuador's at, by the way.
Fight!
I am a traveled man. Come on, Franlin. Let's go.
Stone curse duster!
Ooh. Nice stun. Get back on your ass.
As you say. Die! For the fools, man! No quarter! Shall be done. No quarter shall be given!
The winner is Lord Aeducan.
Okay, that makes sense. So you play in European servers, but you're Ecuadorian and South African. Okay, where do you live at? If you don't mind saying that. I'm just curious.
Franlin Ivo is as fierce a competitor as I've ever seen. You've vanquished every warrior of note in today's proving. The ceremonial helm, commissioned by your father for today's winner, is yours.
Send it to Franlin Ivo. He fought
The
bravely.
people will remember your honor and generosity for all time. Much glory was brought to your house tonight.
Good showing there, my lord. Your opponents will be licking their wounds all eve.
Good showing there.
Congratulations on being named commander, my lord.
My lord?
Why don't you take a break?
When we are done here. For now, we are here to serve.
Then let
Your
us
wish
leave.
is our command.
Okay, I got you. I too play with 150 plus ping every time I play Apex. I already got some jerky in my mouth. I'll put some in here in a second for you. Actually, let me go sell some stuff real quick.
My lord has returned. Is there something? Please.
It's hard to not sell that, the Reaper's Cudgel, knowing how much money it can give you, because it gives you such a strong start. I appreciate you for the lurk, homie.
Look, the Grey Wardens are here. The raid tomorrow must be more than a standard mission. The Wardens only go where the Darkspawn are the greatest threat.
You know, your name has been mentioned in the Assembly.
May the Paragons watch over your command.
I am at your service.
Well played with young Brenton.
My lord. My lord.
It is good to see you, my lord.
You look exceptionally striking.
I am at your service, my lord.
Your Highness, what a surprise. I apologize if we are in your way.
Sorry, I was reading a work message.
Those Grey Wardens are quite impressive, aren't they?
Congratulations on your commission. Your mother would be proud.
May House Aeducan grow in strength and power.
Greetings, my lord Aeducan. It is an honor to meet you at last.
At last, have you been waiting
Not
for me?
as such, but your father never misses a chance to boast of your skill and bravery. He says you may be the most skilled warrior in all of House Aeducan.
My father does me great
I have
honor.
no doubt it is deserved. We need more Grey Wardens like you, and quickly. Even as the Darkspawn weaken here in Orzammar, they are stirring on the surface. A blight has begun. Soon the fight must go beyond the deep roads, lest the Darkspawn threaten all the world.
I do not know as much as I should about the Grey
You know of our
Wardens.
dedication to destroying the Darkspawn, our frontline presence during a blight. What else would you know?
Are there many of my people in
Over
the
the
Grey Wardens?
centuries, many dwarves have made names for themselves in our order. These days, however, there are fewer dwarves, and thus even fewer dwarven Grey Wardens. A pity, since dwarven warriors have the most experience fighting Darkspawn.
What does joining
Being
entail?
a Grey Warden means abandoning all ties to your old life. It means dedicating yourself to destroying the Darkspawn.
Could I join the Grey Wardens and still
I'm
stay in
afraid
Orzammar?
not. Grey Wardens go where they're needed most. Right now, that is on the surface at the ruins of Ostagar, where the human king gathers his armies to face the Blight.
I'm an Aeducan, or
And it is a good thing that you have other paths before you. Some are not so lucky. I wish you luck in the deep roads tomorrow. Show the Darkspawn the might of your people.
Many thanks for your willingness to hear me out, my lord. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent.
Gurm, how much time do I have?
It looks as if the heads of House Bimo and Mino are keeping your father busy, which leaves you plenty of time for our dear old friend, Lord Dace.
You're a credit to your caste, Sir Gorham. I've always said so. If I had a daughter, I'd give her to you and make you the noble you deserve to be.
You honor me, my lord.
He's mocking you, Gorham.
I would never do such a thing. First, let me congratulate you on your commission. 2 of King Endrin's children now commissioned war leaders. It does great honor to your house. Of course,
get to the point.
There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week. And a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause.
Is this going to be a bribe or
Well,
blackmail?
You do cut to the point, don't you? You'll be quite a shock if you ever join the Assembly. We are so fond of our doublespeak. I have no desire to obligate you or force your hand. I propose a mutually beneficial arrangement. The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause.
Why so interested in this particular
Those
cause?
on the surface are our lifeline. They facilitate trade with the surface. They're honorable and, let's be honest. I don't care a whit for those who have wandered from the stone. My wife, however, is a gem of a different color. She has a cousin, a useless sort, but she's quite fond of him. He joined a speculative venture to the surface, hoping to make his fortune, and went bust. Now he wishes to come home, but he cannot, for he has no house and would be castless. For my wife's sake, I take up his cause. Will you lend me your voice?
What do I get in
keep
return?
my ears to the stone, my lord. I hear many things, some of which could be a great help during your mission tomorrow. A little forewarning to help your forearming, if you know what I mean.
You have a deal.
When your
what do I do?
father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. What could be more simple?
You're a fool.
Excuse
Your
you.
mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did. Lord
Excuse me?
Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you.
If you have something
If
to
you
say,
want
do
to play
so.
in the games of the Assembly, make sure you know the motivations of the players. Last spring, a guild from the Merchant caste invested heavily in an expedition with a guild from the surface. Lord Dace backed the Merchant Guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. The expedition was a disaster.
So this is Lord Dace's play to recover his losses.
Clever child. Lord Dace lost a great deal of money and prestige. The Surface Guild has no way to repay the investment, but it does have several leading members who are descended from noble houses. House Helmi, Bimo, Aeducan.
Gorham, can you follow all this?
She's saying that if the air-touched dwarves have their connections to their houses restored, you'll end up footing the bill for Lord Dace's disaster.
Oh, if I were 20 years younger, I'd bed you just to get some of that quick wit in my house. Your house and mine would be forced to pay the servicers' kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace.
Fine, let Lord Dace think he's fooled me.
Just so, my clever friend. Smile and nod, and when he asks his question, tell him that the so-called surface caste are right where they belong. That should take Lord Dace down a peg or two. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Remember this when my house needs your assistance.
My king, please reconsider. The trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Sharok will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my son. How fine you look in your great-grandfather's armor. I hear you were declared champion of the Provings. I suppose you were never one to sit by when something exciting was going on. Are you ready to be presented to the heads of the noble houses?
Of course, Father.
Dutiful. Very well. Let us begin. Lords, ladies, grant me a moment of your time. We are here today so I may present to you my second eldest child, blessed by the stone and born of the blood that ran in the veins of the paragon Aeducan. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better?
I have a question. I seek to know the prospect better.
Lord Dace, head of House Dace, speak.
Lords, ladies, my question concerns the plight of our wayward kin, the so-called surface caste. What does the Commander Prospect think is the proper place for these lost souls?
The surface dwellers are less than
Are you
men.
satisfied, Lord Dace? Do you feel you have learned something about the prospect?
Yes, my king.
Then if there are no other challenges, I give you Orzammar's next commander. Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle! As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching the Provings, or getting some rest in his rooms. Walk well.
Of course, Father.
Commander.
I suppose you're proud of yourself.
You're lucky I didn't just kill you.
Even the slightest idea who you're talking to.
Are you the court jester?
You... I will remember this insult. Good day.
Jackass.
Good luck to you tomorrow.
If it isn't our newest commander, congratulations, Your Highness. If it isn't our newest commander, if it isn't our newest commander,
father is very proud.
Congratulations, Your Highness.
Congratulations. May the ancestors grant us victory against the dark spawn.
Quickly, find Trian and send
Let's go.
No sign of trouble here.
So you're a commander now, in name at least. Shouldn't you be attending our King Father?
Balin, how was your day?
I would have been at the feast, but Trian had need of me.
The world does not stop and start with your meager achievements. Not even tonight. Now, do you have some purpose in bothering us?
Father's worried you're too much of an ass to be prince.
You push your luck. Balin, get to bed. We have a big day tomorrow. I will see what our father wishes from his heir.
All day I've put up with that. He can really grate on the nerves.
Well, he's our elder brother. I suppose it's
Is
his
it also
right.
his right to secure his own power at the expense of everyone around him?
You sound serious, Balin.
Unfortunately, I am. Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much-proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big brother, Trian is going to try to kill you.
How do you know?
I overheard him giving orders to some of his men, and I was shocked. Then it began to make sense. Trian's decided you're a threat to his taking the throne. Maybe he's right.
How am I a threat to Trian?
Here's what you are becoming, in the eyes of the people and the Assembly. Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen.
The founder of House Bimo became a paragon and king in one move from the Assembly, and he was a commoner.
That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Usually, it's the popular younger brother of an undesirable prince.
Does Trian think I'm courting the
Look at it
Assembly?
from his perspective. You're more personable than he's ever been. You entered the provings held in your own honor just for glory and to please the crowds. If you win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir. Trian Veer's father will replace him on the spot. If not, the Assembly will surely turn against him when father dies. You know his pride will never allow him to step aside.
What's your angle on this?
Trian has shown that brothers can't always be trusted. I am next in line. If Trian succeeds in his plot against you, how long do you think I'll live?
Gorham, what do you
Permission
say?
to speak freely? Trian would
Of
make a
course,
terrible
Reverend.
king, but no one wants to say it. He has just enough backing in the Assembly to make it ugly when your father dies, but not enough to become king. Killing him now makes your house stronger and saves a great deal of bloodshed later.
What's going on here?
No, I won't
You're
fight a
my
brother.
elder. I'll respect any decision you make, but please be careful. I don't want to lose the brother I actually like.
I'm glad for your concern, Balin.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
I'm taking your place as father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
Let's go. You don't want to keep those lovely ladies waiting.
Trian and his men will clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns. Those caverns are still infested by the worst of the Darkspawn. We cannot risk our own troops in there.
Understood, Lord Haramond. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall.
Come, men! Glory awaits!
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Haramond and I need to have words with your sibling.
Good luck, my brother.
Your father has a special mission for you.
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
The door leads to a Taig, abandoned long ago by your ancestors. The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach.
My father believed that the shield of the paragon Aeducan remains in that Taig, under the stones of the central room. Reclaim the shield, and glory will be yours.
What else is in the
My father's
Taig?
writings speak only of the shield. There may be countless other treasures, but only the shield matters.
We've sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions?
Where do we go from
The crossroads
there?
where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the lords and demonstrate the strength of Aeducan.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.
Thank you for the alert, lady. I appreciate it.
As you say. It shall be done. Very well. As you say. It shall be done.
Let's at least give you a leather helm.
We have much to do, and little enough time to do it.
You made it, Commander. Did you run afoul of any darkspawn?
A few. They weren't organized.
Still, that was more than we expected. Once I finished scouting the tunnels, I hid here to avoid the darkspawn. Most tunnels are dead ends. The one we want is swarming with those fiends. It's going to be a fight.
Weren't you at the proving yesterday?
Indeed. Your gift of the helm was amazingly generous. I will treasure it always. May today's battles bring us even more glory. I'll take rear.
We shall move. Let's go.
There! More of the fiends ahead! Has begun.
We're coming for you!
Very well.
Stings, doesn't it?
They don't stand a chance!
Ancestors guide my arm!
Shall be done. As you say.
You're looking bright-eyed this morning. Feeling a little more virile? Ready to slay the darkspawn with sheer masculine power?
You can't even imagine.
Believe me, I was doing plenty of imagining. I can't believe you didn't invite me. Anyway, we should keep moving.
You're here. I thought the darkspawn had got you for sure.
Not that easy
I'll
to
make
kill.
sure I'm behind you if we're swarmed. We want the tunnel ahead, but there are darkspawn tracks all over it. Be careful.
Have you seen the tide door
I
yet?
haven't ventured more than 100 yards ahead, for fear. I'll follow your lead, Commander.
We're gonna hold position. And you're gonna come over here and see if you can unlock this chest.
You are no match for us.
Good thing you can.
Darkspawn sensors. Very well.
Glory will be mine!
Get off!
Try to bound!
They don't stand a chance! I shall do it. There! Berserk me! I'm not afraid of you. Shall be done.
Good job, Scout. The warrior saw it, but you didn't.
Come here!
Looks like someone beat us to the door.
This Darkspawn body is still fresh. Whoever opened the door is most likely still in there.
They had to have an Aeducan signet ring to get
stolen. Recently, or generations back. Or it could be an ambitious cousin out for his own glory.
Let's not do anything rash.
Let's move, men.
So glad you could finally join us. We feared you'd gotten eaten by Darkspawn. Turns out the shield isn't quite as easy to retrieve as I was led to believe. I wager you know where it is, though. So maybe you tell me where it is, and I won't mutilate your body so bad your father doesn't recognize you.
Who are you? How did you get in
I'm
here?
Better, that's who. And as to how I got in, that's a question you'll have to ask the stone after I butcher you. Now, where's the shield?
Tell me how you got in. I'll tell you where the shield
Fit
is.
for fight, huh? Both of us banking on killing the other and losing nothing by the telling? Very well. One of Prince Trian's men brought me this ring. It opened the door just fine. Now where is the sodding shield?
The shield's under the floor of the main room.
Boys, even a nobleman recognizes his betters. Now kill these idiots.
Look out!
I was gonna give you the chance to live, homie.
For Orzammar!
As you say.
We are the dragon two ladies.
For Orzammar!
In a paragon like over. Watch out! Very well. I need healing. For the fools, then. As you say.
Is that really Trian's signet ring?
This may not mean
Or it may
anything.
be a warning for us to keep our guard up.
Caution is always
Agreed.
a good idea.
Now perhaps we should find the shield.
My regret. And Mother Daughter's better than that.
This is the room. How do we get the shield?
Look around.
You
There
two,
must be a
see
clue.
if you can spot anything. It seems some of these tiles are different from the others. That's it. We've got it.
It doesn't look like much. The skill of our crafters has come far since then. But still, the shield of Aeducan.
The strength of Aeducan is in the
Feel it.
shield.
It's inspirational.
You say so. It's just a shield.
Enough talk. Where's their
Back in the
rendezvous point?
direction we came from, at the crossroads.
To the crossroads.
I want a bigger shield. You can have the Darkspawn shield.
For Ortamar!
Or Darkspawn.
Shall be done.
Blight wheel, huh?
We're coming for you!
Let's go.
Very well.
Give it just a second, see if it loads up. Nope. Let's go.
Shall be done. Shall be done. It has begun.
Scheming against us, this would be the perfect place for an ambush. We've got the shield, and we're all alone out here.
Turin is my brother,
I wish I
nothing will
had your
happen.
confidence.
What's that you're muttering about?
My brother Trian may try to ambush us.
Fantastic. As if the Darkspawn weren't enough to worry about.
Just keep your eyes open. By the stone, it's Trian.
It must have been a Darkspawn attack. This doesn't look like Darkspawn. No bites, no scratches, no mutilation.
Balin outplayed me.
Someone's coming.
Hurry, Father, before it's too...
By all the ancestors, what has happened here?
It seems we weren't fast enough. Balin was right.
My son, tell me this isn't what it looks like.
It's not, I assure
you.
you.
He killed Trian, just as Trian said he would.
My lord is innocent.
Sir Gorham, your loyalty makes you a useless witness. It falls to others to tell the story. You, Scout, what happened here?
Trian and his men were here early. It seems they'd done battle with the Darkspawn. Lord Aeducan came up to them all friendly-like, but when we got close, he ordered us to attack.
You will let this man question my honor?
Question. The man is low-born and could easily be bought.
Frandlin Ivo, you are a good and noble man. Did the scout speak the truth?
He did, my lord. It was terrible. Prince Trian didn't stand a chance. Afterward, my lord stripped his signet ring.
You treacherous bastard! Silence, Gorham. Do you have anything else to say, my son?
It's Balin. He's behind all of this.
The Assembly will see through you. Everyone knows I was Trian's faithful second.
Find him. He will be judged before the Assembly. To Orzammar.
Still got my helmet though. Lost everything else. And we got the level 2 off of that. Level 2, we're gonna pump our strength and our dex. Shield balance.
You've got 10 minutes, sir. Orders and all. You understand?
Of course. Leave us alone, will you please?
Hi, Gorham.
I would have come sooner had they allowed it. How are you?
Why has this? I'm fine, Gorham. How are you?
I have bad news, though. Assembly isn't going to call for you. Balin has taken Trian's place in the Assembly. He introduced a motion to condemn you immediately, and it easily passed. He had fully half the Assembly ready to vote on something completely against tradition and justice. He must have been making deals and alliances for months, if not years.
You have to respect Balin's ability to play the game.
Neither of us ever thought. Some of the lords, especially Harrowmont, are suspicious of Balin's instant rise to power. They are rallying, but far too slowly. The Assembly has already sentenced both of us.
What's going to happen to you?
My knighthood will be stripped, my name torn from my family records. But I will be allowed to attempt some sort of life on the surface. Lord Harrowmont moved for a similar exile for you, but Balin's supporters overwhelmed him. You are to be sealed in the deep roads to fight Darkspawn until you are overwhelmed and killed.
The cowards weren't strong enough to kill me
themselves.
themselves.
It may have been Balin's first mistake. Lord Harrowmont gave me access to see you so I could tell you this. Duncan and the Grey Wardens are still in the deep roads, in tunnels connected to those you are to be left in. If you survive long enough to find the Grey Wardens, you may be able to escape with Duncan.
Grey Wardens would take an exile to murder.
Don't care about a person's past. They recruit for daring, intelligence, and martial power. If you can find them, I'm sure you can join them and escape the deep roads.
Only Darkspawn between
Balin
me and freedom.
underestimated you, much as we underestimated him. I begged to go with you and fight at your side, but Balin's pet nobles wouldn't hear of it.
I wish you were going to be at my side as well.
I'm going to try to go to Denerim, the human capital. If you make it out, find me.
Goodbye, Gorham. Count on it.
Our time is up. May the paragons guide your sword and the stone hold you up.
The same to you,
I will
my
always
friend.
be your man, my lord Aeducan.
They are ready for you now. Here is the prisoner, Lord Harrowmont.
Having been found guilty of fratricide by the Assembly of Orzammar, you are hereby sentenced to exile and death. Your name is from this point forward stripped from the records. You are no longer a person, nor a memory. You are to be cast into the deep roads with only sword and shield. Dare to redeem your life by fighting the enemies of Orzammar until your death. Do you have anything to say before the sentence is carried out?
How you doing, Lexi? Balin will destroy you just as he did me.
I understand your anger. You should have been allowed to defend yourself. Had I the power to stop this, I would have. Look me in the eye and tell me you didn't do this. For your father's sake.
I did not kill Trian.
I believe you. That means Balin planned this from the start. Believe me, I will spend the rest of my days making sure Balin does not profit by his deeds. Your father asked me to give these to you. This sword and shield are of fine dwarven make. Strike a blow at our enemies.
Tell my father I went to a warrior's death.
Open the doors and let the condemned walk through. May the stone accept you when you fall.
The exile. Find the Grey Wardens. Your title has been stripped from you, your name erased from the memories, and you are now exiled to the deep roads to fight the Darkspawn to your death. Your only hope of survival is to find the Grey Wardens, who are somewhere in the maze of caverns battling the Darkspawn. We put our armor away. We're gonna rock it like a prisoner, like we're supposed to. There's a lot of items you see that I have. It's just from, I just have them from having played the game before and different online things you could download back in the day that you start the game with. Looky there. What you got, Spider?
As you say.
Alright. Now, we will still not put on the armor.
There, more of the fiends ahead.
I see the tripwire. There's no way to not set them off. Nope. Fuck your Berserker Rage. Ooh, he set the sun off still. Let's go. We will put gloves on.
I will help however I can. I swear when this is over. Think again.
I'm not a rogue. I can't open that. Oh, there it is. Step to the side. Oh.
Shall be done. For the fools, they.
Well, yo, what's up, Phoenix? How you doing today, bro? You getting to be a cranky old man today, or no? Must be you, Phoenix. Face down, ass up. RC like RC car? Like a radio controlled little toy? I say toy, but I know some of them can get real fucking expensive.
Very well. Shall be done.
Is it one of the, like, the cars, or what is it? Man, fuck you, Darkspawn. It's okay, I got something for your bitch ass when I ain't stuck.
Best be wary.
Alright, we'll see that.
Very well.
bodied some. They're both buggies. Oh, nice. You'll have to post a video of them sometime in the Discord, man. I know what's back here. Yep.
Very well.
Hey, I'd watch it. There we go, we got better matching stuff now. Put that on. This is heavy armor we're wearing. We're going to put on the medium armor. And put on our Helm of the Deep, even though it's a heavy helmet. Dwarven longsword, huh? And the large dwarven shield. Let's go. Yeah, clips and highlights. Clips and highlights. You can add everybody in it if you want, or you can just post it. In mine, I'm not talking about anybody else's. I'm sure Thuthu would think it's cool too, but I can't speak for you to post it. I'll watch it whenever I go on break.
By the Maker, it's a dwarf.
Lord Aeducan, what are you doing here alone? Where are your troops?
Grey Wardens aren't the only ones who can survive here.
I'm aware of your family's experience with these tunnels, but no dwarf has set foot here for years. May I ask what happened?
Balin has betrayed me.
You have been made to walk the deep roads, then.
You mean you were exiled? What happened?
I do not think matters of dwarven honor are any business of ours. You need not answer, friend.
I was betrayed by
Lord
my brother.
Trian?
No, Balin. Trian is
see.
dead.
The brutal intrigue of the dwarven court continues then. Your father intimated as much. There is no reason for you to walk these deep roads and die for something you did not do. You have already proven yourself both resourceful and skilled, and I would expect nothing less from an Aeducan. I've been searching for those with your level of ability. Your exploits in the deep roads set you apart. As leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, I would like to formally invite you to join our order.
I would be honored.
And welcome. We leave immediately for Ostagar to join with the human forces facing the Darkspawn hordes led by King Kaelan. Stay close. There are still Darkspawn around every corner. We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Koecari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I am Ubrekk, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Orzammar.
Yes, sir, Boogies. It's probably my favorite game of all time. It's definitely in the top 5. It's one of them, man. Definitely. You must not have met members of the noble cast.
Sounds like there's a story behind that. You must regale me with it sometime.
If Your Majesty
I
wishes.
do. I'll make sure to have the finest dwarven brew brought up from the palace cellars. After we've dealt with the blight, of course. I've been to Orzammar. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days?
I'm his son, and he was fine when I saw him last.
Well, it seems your story may be even more interesting than I suspected. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
You're too kind, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
He didn't seem to take the Darkspawn very seriously.
True. Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Then maybe we should move quickly. What would you have him do?
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to turn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
A hot meal might be nice first.
I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Am I the only recruit you
know?
have?
There are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Why is this ritual so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
It's one of my favorite looking helmets in the game.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
Snatch up the elf fruit. Snatch up the items out of the sacks.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
I'm a dwarf, homie. I don't believe in the maker.
Hail to you.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Where's Duncan's
Not far.
tent?
It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
Tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Is there anywhere to get supplies?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest. Probably in his tent.
Where's the king?
He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
The Circle of Magi is here.
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds.
The Circle of Magi is here.
This is though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man. The Circle of Magi
A few
is here.
mages, yes. They even brought those creepy, quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
I'm gonna ask you something else. I'm looking for a Grey Warden named
Try
Alistair.
heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages. Good luck to you then.
I'll be on my way.
I'm sorry, but the mages
Templar.
must not be interrupted. I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade
is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
I apologize, I'll go elsewhere.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall. I do not have time to speak at present, thank you.
What's up, Boom? How you doing,
Grey
bro?
Warden.
You missed it. Dark already got in here and got on my ass before I even actually started playing. I'm gonna be on Destiny 2 tonight when I'm done with this stream.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
I'm
well
Ubrekk.
met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Basically, yeah. It's not luck, but skill that will save us.
And I'm sure you have plenty of that to offer. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You faced Darkspawn before?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
Not much. I'm a dwarf
It's
after
home
all.
to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City. Some
What's
say
the Black
City?
City
Was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
You humans and your treachery.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
I'll just kill every Darkspawn I
wise
see.
attitude.
Yeah, fuck them.
It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your sons and daughters.
We'll ignore y'all. You say laughing my ass off, but you know I'm right. Come here, elf girl.
May I fetch something for you? I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch.
Or just pick up that sword and cut him down. Fuck him. We're not in battle, so fuck it.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
You're a very strange
You're
human.
not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
How can a dwarf be a mage?
You never know, these mages sneak up on you. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit, from Orzammar. I should have recognized you right away, I apologize.
How could you recognize
Duncan
me?
sent word. He spoke quite highly of you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alistair, the new Grey Warden, though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name is
Right,
Ubrekk.
that was the name. There haven't been any dwarven Grey Wardens in some time. You must know a lot about Darkspawn.
We've been fighting them for
Hard
centuries.
to believe most folks here think the Darkspawn disappeared after the last Blight, when your people still suffer every day. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument I saw, what was
With
it
the
about?
mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
What's a Templar?
You don't know? Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because they're dangerous, so they keep Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostates. That's what I was being trained as when Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
I appreciate the subscription, Drogan. You're my boy, man. I appreciate that, Mr. Monkey Monk. How you doing today, man? Bro, Dragon Age is one of my favorite games of all time, specifically Origins. Fun fact, my first ever / canonical playthrough in my head or whatever, my dude looks very similar to Alistair. Splint mail, shield, sword, heavy crossbow as a backup. It'd be like that. What about the other
Davith and
recruits?
Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them? Keep an eye out.
No, I
Maybe
haven't.
we'll see one of them.
I look forward to traveling
You do?
with you.
Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
We'll ask our questions when we have the boys. Let's go.
Well met.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
Yes? Then...
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. Oh,
What's
me
that
and
supposed to
Sir
mean?
Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not a dwarf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Isn't that a little paranoid?
That depends on what kind of life you've led. Me, I'm perfectly willing to accept that this joining is some kind of punishment. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds. We're right on the northern edge of the Koecari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Why are the wilds so
Cannibals,
frightening?
beasts, witches, and now darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
They're forcing you to be here?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Alright, let's go.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I am.
Sir Jury
Ubrekk.
is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I wasn't aware dwarves could be Grey Wardens. I've only seen a few of your folk in the castle dealing with the smithy.
Not all dwarves are smiths,
Of course,
you know.
my father was the castle smith, so I encountered dwarves through him. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
Yes, I'm
I fought
looking
hard
forward
to get
to it.
here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
Davis said we might be going into the
I never heard of
wilds.
such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Alright, let's go, Alistair. Let's go collect the boys and we'll go exploring.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk, we stand
Bitch.
here on the eve of battle. Let us consider the evil before us. In their pride.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Koecari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need the darkspawn
For
blood
the
for?
joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Oh, what's the
There was
second
once
task?
a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are
Old
these?
treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
What are you talking about, Drogon? I would never be a jackass in your stream. What are you talking about? What if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Is this part of our joining
No,
too?
but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
How will we find this
It will be
archive?
an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Find the archive and 3 files of blood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright. Let's go exploring, boys. Alright, let me level up real quick. Sure. I appreciate you for the alert, bro. We're gonna boost our strength. We're gonna boost our cunning. Hit that coercion. No longer being flanked sounds nice.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Tairn Loghain.
Of Loghain. He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn. He's
Is the Tairn inside? What is he doing?
I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Surely you can tell me a little about him.
As long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Loghain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
Persuade, I would like an audience with the Tairn, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume. His Majesty could not contain his excitement after your meeting. How could I not hear about you? Caelan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
I personally am, because I'm a Dragon Age nerd and read the books. But no, I'm not. A fascination you don't
Wardens
share.
are impressive, but not as relevant as Caelan thinks. You're no surface dwarf, I can see it in your eyes. Smart of the Grey Wardens to look for new recruits in Orzammar. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you? If Caelan has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
You don't seem very fond of him.
Maric's son and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Greetings. King Kaelan is not in his tent right now.
You know where the king
I believe
is?
he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
Tell me about the king. You must see
I
him
did,
a lot.
though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible? That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
I do apologize, stream. I currently have a soldier who's got some stuff going on he needs advice on, so I'm sending him messages because he doesn't want to call. I apologize.
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it. As you wish.
I should go. Thank you.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
Nothing else to say? Okay. I thought you had more to say. Come here, Davith. Hey, look at these guys. Waist shots.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me. The last scouting party made it back last night. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the Fade, for there is no darkness, nor death in the Maker's light. My faith sustains me. I shall not fear 10,000 men should they set themselves against me.
Stay strong in your faith. You're gonna need it.
I want this nonsense talk stopped immediately. What are you, a bunch of natural Christians?
Hail, Grey Warden.
Hail to you.
Welcome, young man. I am one
Who
of
are
the
you?
Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
You speak very strangely. Why
Allow
is
me
that?
to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
They're not feared by
Those
dwarves.
with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily, and thus become horrors known as abominations.
Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
How is someone
Our
made
forehead
tranquil?
is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
Perhaps they should tranquil all
You
mages
might
then.
feel differently were you a mage.
Let's talk about something
Of
else.
course. What may I assist you with?
What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sorts of enchantments
Runes
are there?
exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
I should be.
Goodbye.
Alright, y'all, I do apologize for that. Our internet cut out momentarily. So, I don't know why our internet cut out, but it cut out.
Luxury has...
I apologize about that. I don't know. The internet cut out while I was talking, but I got a soldier. He's got some stuff going on, so I'm helping him talk him through some shit. But I guess they were trying to fix our internet or upgrade it again, like they were trying to do the other day, and they cut it out for a moment. But we're back up now.
Done and done.
I do apologize for the break. It was very brief, but still.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
What if I have?
Well, I'd like to know where she went, that's what. Ah, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need help tracking this girl down?
I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find her myself.
kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Thank you for that, by the way, Star. You doing alright? Let me see what other goods
so long as you
have.
keep it quiet.
Nothing that I care about.
Hello again. Is it?
Let me see what you got. Your regular stuff. Yeah, that crossbow. I want that. That's all this crap.
I am the Reaper.
I am the Reaper. That's true. So our injury kits, we'll sell all but 2 potions.
You fuckers! You fuckers! You motherfucker! I will rain hellfire upon you!
This is true. Alright, let's suit up. We'll be getting out there soon. Give me your stuff. You take my helm of the deep though. And you can have... Why did that change that up? I should have that on. I want... Such a skillful maneuvering, the memory band, yes. And the lucky stone. I don't know why it changed it up, but amulet of vigilance, a lot of different resistances, fire resistance. There you go, buddy. Thanks for the splint now.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
You haven't been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
And I bet you're as innocent as the sunrise.
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
Why haven't they fed you?
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
Why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find the key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
That's disgusting.
And an excellent party trick, I'll bet.
Yeah, well, do you want the key or not? Just
I'll
ask
see
my
what I can
guard
do.
for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Hi, guard.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is this prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
Seems a waste for you to guard him all
I
day.
can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He claims he wasn't
What
deserting.
a surprise. Another innocent prisoner. At any rate, it's not for me to say. He'll get his day to plead his case, or he won't. It's all the same to me.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you missed one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Yeah.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. Well,
Just to show y'all, it even gives you food and water, some sort of biscuit. It's rock hard. Water, a flask of relatively clean water. The game cares so much to even let you have descriptions of that.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food. Give the food to the
Much
prisoner.
obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Huh. Considering where that came from, let's hope we're not the only ones in good health.
Yes, sir. Oh, wow.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Fuck you. Hi,
I have
Knight.
great respect for the Wardens, unless they're from Orlais.
Yeah, fuck them.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
Why do you say that?
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
Is it possible that he has important
The
information?
commander who brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
I apologize if the soldier disturbed you. Ever since they found him in the wilds, he's been like this. It's so sad.
I can feel it inside me.
That's what she said. Or, you know, it's a new day and age. Get it? Because dragon age. Ha
You
ha
there,
ha.
elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Yes? Hey,
No, Pick.
You approach the tent of... Very well.
Hello. I'm sorry, is there something you needed? I deliver messages around the camp. You have a message for me?
Yes, I do.
Then what is... Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it.
Yes, you're supposed to give the sword to me.
Oh, that's such a relief. You really saved me from the switch for sure. I'd best get back to my duties again before I get in more trouble.
Thanks for the free sword, homie.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem? I don't know anything about dogs.
It's not what you know so much as what you are, really. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
Just how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Maybe you can help him, Alistair.
Dogs and I don't get along. You do it if you're so eager. Just leave me out of it.
I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Put the muzzle on the dog.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I'm going there now, in fact.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre.
Where in the wilds could I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
I'll see if I can find one.
In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
You're the dwarf who walks with the Grey Wardens. A respectable decision.
You know much about us dwarves?
Some, like all Ash warriors. Our training originates from the dwarves. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash warriors, as you should well know.
You trained with the Dwarven Berserker
Our
warriors?
discipline was passed down to us from the time of Luthias the dwarf's son. He trained with the Berserkers of your kind, long ago.
So you are the same as the Berserkers in Orzammar?
Perhaps. I've never been, so I cannot say for certain, but I'm told our traditions are the same. We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. The blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood, what do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous. but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The Wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Wouldn't it be smarter to leave your dogs behind?
We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
I should be going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
May the Maker preserve us all. They say the Darkspawn horde has grown larger.
Alright, y'all. We're gonna take a break real quick, so I'm gonna pause it. We will pick back up when I get back and step into the Koecari Wilds. So, hold on just a second. I'm picking the... If y'all cannot hear me, well, let me rephrase this. Not if y'all cannot hear me, because y'all can't hear me sometimes quite often. If I don't have my headset on, and I'm continually talking, I'm not talking to chat. I do apologize for that. I just wanted to turn the camera on so y'all could see that I was actually here. But I had to call somebody in a higher position than I am to inform them of an ongoing situation at the moment. That's how work is sometimes, just to be like that. You can't hear me now? Okay, yeah, y'all can hear me. Hi, Boom. Hi, Star. Hi, Monine. No, you can't hear me, Boom? Also, Phoenix, hi. Must not got Man, get out of here. Fuck off, Boom.
Hey,
I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Alright, let's go. We're gonna continue on.
Very well.
Fuck out of here, wolf.
Shall be done.
Alright, 1 second, y'all. I do apologize. Alright, let's go, let's go.
Can't we just say do or something?
It shall be done. Watch over me.
The missionary. That's how Lord Boom sleeps with his wife. The missionary.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
We can take you back.
Just bandage me up. I can get back myself.
I have bandages in my pack.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you.
Mom.
I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
You sound like a coward to me.
I'm simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
Let's just get this over with. Not many humans, maybe.
I know I'm relying on you to protect me. Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Milkshakes I like. That depends on, like, your question. Are you being genuine and sincere when you say milkshakes, or do you mean, like, something else? Because there is a difference in my response. You got the wildflower. Boom.
Very well. Now you fall! Shall be done.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
To answer the adult version of that question, Asian white. Then you hit Native American, Latino after that. And then for real life, chocolate milkshake. Like good, thick consistency milkshake.
Shall be done.
We still need to find those documents, if they're even here.
Latina, you know what I fucking meant, damn it. I don't like guys. Alright, y'all, we're currently on a quest.
Now we're getting rabies blankets.
We're continuing the quest from earlier for the joining. We still gotta find those treaties. Mm-hmm. Alright, right now we're doing... We're still looking for the treaties. I hear you. Boy, they put 3 down real quick. There it is. Give me my shinies. Level up.
Shall be done. We fight!
This is why we keep a crossbow. Not really, we keep a crossbow for flying people. Stay down, Hogan.
Shall be done.
Alright, fathead, I'll catch you later. All these wolf pelts.
Not a chance.
What if we give him our lucky stone?
Not a chance.
And our belt?
Not a chance.
Nope, still not happening. Cool. Give me my stuff back. Sir Garland's sword is better. That's the sword we got from the elf earlier that we lied to. Last will and testament. You found the last will and testament of someone named Rigby on a body in the Koecari Wilds. Find the cache mentioned in the will and take it to Jeddah in Redcliffe. Quest related. Rigby's last will and testament. To whoever finds this note, this is a last will and testament of Rigby the missionary, proud speaker of the Maker's word. I have come to the wilds to speak the chant, but I fear I will die here at the hands of Darkspawn. I leave all that I came with to my wife Jeddah. Should the reader of this note feel charitable, I have buried a sealed lockbox in our camp, nestled in a Tevinter ruin in the western reaches of the wild. It is my will that this lockbox finds my wife in Redcliffe, and that it is still sealed shut when it reaches her. To my wife and my son, I apologize that my work has taken me from you, but I know that I die in service to the Maker. Rigby. Yeah, you dead, homie. Here we go.
Not a chance.
Step back this way. Hope y'all are all doing good today, though. Good tonight, whatever time frame it is for y'all. I do apologize for having to take that longer break earlier. I appreciate y'all being understanding and chilling out. Shield defense. Shield cover.
Yeah.
Better chance to avoid arrows and bolts. I'm here for it. Boom. Give me that L fruit. Ba-da-ba.
There, more of the fiends ahead.
Fuck you. Yeah, come here, Genlock. Oh, you hope. Hey, you leave my archer alone.
On it. On it. On it.
Down you go.
Alright, let's go Ubrekk. Sit the fuck down. Good job, boys. Good job. Signs of the Chastened. The Chastened barbarians are nothing if not clever. They have hidden markers and signs in the arrangements of stones and rubble along the paths of the wilds. In this way, they mark trails, note places of interest, and even give warnings in a way that outsiders cannot understand. Interestingly, these markers look indistinguishable from a regular pile of stones. I've dedicated my time to deciphering these messages, and I believe I am close to a breakthrough. The trail markers seem to point to a hoard of a location used for secret storage among the Chastened. I've only found a portion of the message, however, I think that if I could complete the message, find all of the trail markers, I could find this cache and see what treasure the Chastened have to hide. I have found one such marker near this camp under a fallen tree leaning against the ruins. Each marker seems to point to one or two others. I hear rumors that a darkspawn horde is coming. I hope I can find this treasure before it's too late. Yeah, we'll see about that, homie. Oof. You rummage around in the rubble and find Rigby's secret cache. Inside is an iron lockbox sealed with wax. Take the lockbox and take it to Jeddah, or open the lockbox and keep the contents. What do y'all think? Are we gonna be nice, or we're gonna be dickheads? I think we're gonna do the right thing. We will take the lockbox to Jeddah and not be dickheads.
What's
even though we could be. Look at this damn sword. Thing's huge. Here we go now. Pop. Ba ba da ba. So now we're chasing down those signs. Chasing trail sign. Some shinies from earlier that didn't populate. Now we're gonna cut back to the left, and we're gonna hit the right at the same time. I know where all this stuff is. I've played the game and beat it a lot, but I don't want anybody watching this now or in the future to be completely just lost in the sauce. We're gonna swing left and then come back around to the right. Here we go. Come on, short stuff. Boom. Oh.
What's this?
Boom. You mean, what is this? You know what we're chasing? Ba-ba-da-ba. Okay, cool. So it's not populating and showing y'all where the next one is. I know where it's at, but I just wanted to see if it would or wouldn't. It's right here.
What's that?
Hey, fuck you. Come here, emissary. Sit the fuck down. You stay here with me. I want him staying there. Good pinning shot and another shield dash. One more.
Who's begun?
We know he's there. It looks like he's gonna leave us alone.
Time for some fun!
I am armed. Very well.
A pinch of ashes. Torn from a book on local myths and legends, the Koecari Wilds are rife with legends and myths that have amazed and confounded scholars since the fall of Ostagar in ancient times. One such a mystery lies behind the tale of Ostia and Nebunar, two young lovers who lived in Ostagar. The legend says that Ostia grew up in the company of Gazarath, a spirit of the earth bound to an overhang on the bank of a lake in the Koecari Wilds. Gazarath began to fancy her, and they spent much of their days together talking and laughing. Over the years, however, Ostia became a woman and began to seek the company of men. When Ostia met Nebunar, the two fell in love, and Ostia hoped to bring her lover to see her spirit friend. But the spirit, angered and jealous, bade her begone. Gazarath told her that she would never see it again until she brought her lover's ashes and sprinkled them over their spot. Ostia was horrid, and she fled from this enraged spirit, but she began to miss Gazarath, and on the day Nebunar asked her to marry him, she cut her beloved's throat, burned him, and brought his ashes to Gazarath, knowing that their marriage would forever sever her ties to her dear spirit friend. There are legends among the chastened that Gazarath still haunts the lake, and that those who sprinkle the ashes of the deceased over the right spot can summon the spirit. In memory of the contract with its beloved Ostia, Gazarath will grant a single wish and then vanish, never to be heard from again. Hey, I appreciate you for the follow there, JP Fox. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. A note is scribbled in the margin beneath the page. Marcus, I think this is real. If you take the ashes I gave you and scatter them over a pile of rocks on an overhang overlooking that half-sunken Teventer Dome, maybe Gazarath will appear and grant you a wish. If the battle takes you there, I think it's worth a try. Yeah, because doing creepy haunty shit, never gonna go wrong. That's why you set off the trap. Aw, shit.
I shall do it.
Cool. Bitch. Another wildflower, in case you missed the one I grabbed earlier. Here's the chase and cache from earlier.
Still need to find those documents, if they're even here.
Alright, we got the helmet I'm gonna wear. Let's completed that quest. Here we go. We're gonna equip the barbarian mace. Gives us +1 strength, and then it's made of steel, it does 6 damage. Has a 0.60% critical chance, but it has an armor penetration of 5.20. What this lacks in finesse, it makes up in spikes. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to put on the Thane helmet. This is a chasing design meant more to be frightening than protective. Wild's bow. We're going to give that to Alistair. Boom. Just kidding. Let me put the armor back on him. He can wear dwarven stuff. Chainmail, chainmail, chainmail. See, look how natural that looks on him. Let's go, Ubrekk. Another one bites the dust. Another wildflower. Another wildflower. There's a lot of wildflowers over here. Which you can only get at the once, though. There's that Deventer Dome. There's the rocks. Sprinkle more ash on the pile of stones. Uh-oh. He's mad. Damn. It gave him the killing move, but it gave me the experience for the kill. RIP. It was a shade. Gazarath. Enchanter's Footing.
Darkspawn.
Mid-Elford. Let's go. I'm on a bit. You're just faster than me. But what's the dang for there, Star? Enchanted dagger, some fire arrows and bolts. Health potion, lyrium potion. Lyrium is what helps fuel magic in this world, for those that didn't catch that earlier. Warden's Cache, huh? Not much of a tower anymore, is it? We're going to go ahead and boost his strength by 1, his willpower by 1, and his constitution by 1. Boom.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
Intruder, and just how are these your wilds?
Because I know them as only one who owns them could. Can you claim the same? I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, dwarf. You have nothing to fear from any witch. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
I am Ubrekk. A pleasure to meet you.
That is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Facts. Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother. Did you assume I spawned from a log?
A thieving, weird talking log, perhaps?
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
I say we go with her. Why are you interested in helping
Why not?
us?
I do not meet many people here. Are you all so mistrustful?
Tell us more about your mother
She
first.
prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you are here. Come, see for yourself.
I want an honest answer. Are you a witch of the wilds?
Have I been dishonest? Some call us witches, yes, but purely out of superstition.
You know what the Circle of Magi is, don't you? The Circle requires an accounting of all mages. That is the law of the land and the Chantry.
If you wish to tell your chantry about me, go ahead. I have nothing to fear from priests.
I say we go with
She'll put us
her.
all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your dwarven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I'm not sure what I
A
believe.
statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wild, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
How do you know all this?
Perhaps I am simply an old woman with a penchant for moldy parchments. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Codex updated. The Warden's Cache. Return to Duncan when you obtain the necessary Darkspawn blood. You have recovered the treaties. You should return to Duncan once you have acquired enough Darkspawn blood. Alright.
Tern Loge may not think much of the Grey Wardens, but the king was wise to bring you here.
Alright. Talk to the Kennel Master. Talk to the Kennel Master.
Barbari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is this the flower you're looking for?
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long before... What will happen to him now?
Let's give him a day or two to recover. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
You think it's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look. The Mabari's responding well. As I said, come back after the battle's done. He's bound to be livelier then.
They're just chillin'. Oh, the hungry deserter, eh? Let's go check out this chest. Some private documents, eh?
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Bro, what? I don't even know how it transported me up here.
I must continue my prayer. Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
As you can see in minor
I
dwarven
do, though I cannot pass on the respects of your ancestors. The Maker looks kindly on all who will receive him.
Bah, it means little to me.
How unwise, considering the difficult battle to come. May the Maker show you mercy anyhow.
Shove it.
My belly
Prisoner.
thanks you. At least if I'm hanged, I'll have a little weight on me.
You got your food and water. Now off with you.
Excite yourself, sir.
Come here, Quartermaster.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Hello.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We're gonna keep those prison clothes just in case. Sell all these lyrium potions we don't need. Sell these acid flasks. Buy that backpack. Get rid of all this crap we don't need. Alright. That should put us firmly at needing to talk to Duncan. We're going to save it right here. Alright, there's stuff going on with my soldier and I need to go take care of him. I need to get up and go help out. Right now I know where he's at, but I need to go put eyes on him, put hands on him kind of thing. So I appreciate y'all for coming out, hanging out, and switching up with me, even though there was the internet